JSerra. Welcome to the quarantine edition of the Line Report. I'm Alex.
I'm Bella.
And I'm Kennedy, and we're going to kick off today's show with some tips from Annie about how to keep surviving quarantine. Thanks for that, Annie.
Next, we have a segment on Christian service hours by Mr. Eckert, produced by David.
Nice, let's go check it out.
Hey JSerra, it's me, Mr. Eckert, here to bring you guys some updates to our Christian service requirement, which is, I'm sure, something that you've all been wondering about. First of all, I hope you're all doing well and staying safe, and want to emphasize the importance of following our state and local guidelines to stay at home as much as possible, except for essential things. Given those orders, we have lifted the deadlines for this semester's service hours. So the April 30th today deadline for your service hours is now lifted. Anything that you have done or would have done during this semester before April 30th can now be completed over the summer or in the fall. So don't worry about that. No one is required to get out there and put themselves in an unsafe situation for service hours during this time. However, I do want to say that there have been a number of really inspiring JSerra students who have been doing some really creative things, and it is still possible to do some service, albeit virtual and keeping in mind social distancing. So a few of those things could be writing letters to the sick or elderly. So I know that there are many nursing care centers, especially Silverado across the street from JSerra, that would be accepting letters for writing to the elderly. Also writing letters to the troops or donating supplies to the troops. I know that there are food banks such as Isaiah House, FAM, South County Outreach that are still accepting donations. So you can call these places and you can deliver these goods to these places if you so choose. There's also been a number of students at JSerra who have been creating masks and donating these in large quantities to local hospitals. So super inspiring, very thankful for all of you that are doing that. And so you can see there are definitely a lot of ways that you can still do this. You can tutor middle school or elementary school students online. Try to be creative about it. Of course, there is no deadline. There's no direct order for you to do anything like this right now. I want to make sure that you and your family are staying as safe as possible. But if you choose to get a little creative, there are some great things you could do and still keep your service requirement moving. So just to be clear, your hours are not being waived. The deadline is being lifted. So anything that you would have done this semester can now be done over the summer or in the fall. Should you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me via email at zeckert, that's zeckert @jserra.org. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you for that, Mr. Eckert. Now, next, oh my gosh, we have a sing song.
Oh my gosh.
Father Damien!
Hi girls. Good to see you.
You too!
You can see where I live now. In fact, on those tortoises I have in the background there, they just finished their lunch. They were eating tomatoes and those mixed salads, and they just finished. And you can see, I can send a picture, but I actually spray painted them SJB for St. John the Baptist where I work. I know. It's kind of, I hope that's not like animal torture or cruelty, because I actually spray painted in red SJB on there. Because those tortoises, you can see they're wandering off. They keep wandering out in the parking lot and everything. So I have to make sure that people return them. Okay.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Yeah. So hopefully they're coming this way. In fact, one is right underneath. Okay. Anyway, I want to encourage all of you seniors to finish strong, to push you through the end. I miss you dearly. So we can have a lot of those senior activities. We just have to do it virtually. Do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, I'm just really pushing through senior year. I'm excited for what everyone and all the faculty is doing, you know, trying to do the graduation still at the end of the year and then all of our senior activities. So I really appreciate that and can't wait to see you all. So.
Yeah, we're praying for you, Alex. And I'm always thinking about, especially the seniors, just because I know how important these coming days are to all of you. And of course, shout out to all the juniors, sophomores, and freshmen. So I have one more guest, but I'm going to let you ask any questions before I bring out our final guest.
With this hot weather, how do you keep them, like, do they have a certain temperature that they need to be in?
Yeah, they love the sunlight. Like the tortoises, they come out whenever it's sunny like this. They come out, and if I don't give them food like I did today, they'll just eat the grass. And then I have the water there, and when it was really rainy, they just go and hide in the bushes over there. So they're set. They've been living here for like a year, and they're loving it because when it's cold, they hide, and when it's sunny, they come out.
How old are they?
Oh, that tortoise, the big one right there that's eating the grass right now, he's probably about 12. Whereas the smaller one that's wandering off over there, I don't know if you can see him, he's wandering away. He's probably about 5 years old.
Oh.
Yeah. One is Russian tortoise, the other one is a sulcata. Yeah, both pretty common tortoises. And then I have one more friend, okay, just because I know we're living in time. I actually have him here. He is the biggest reptile I have at the moment. He is my favorite boa constrictor. There we go. So these guys don't get along. Okay, this guy's not looking at that tortoise and thinking food. The tortoise may be looking over here, a little bit nervous, but so you can see it's probably about 4.5 feet long boa constrictor. You see it right there. Okay, I can wrap him around me. And he would eat a rat. I usually give him like a rat once every couple of weeks. Yeah.
Wow.
I know. So he's pretty strong, as you can tell. He's actually got a pretty good grip. There we go.
And what kind is that again?
He is just a boa constrictor, kind of standard red-tailed boa constrictor.
Wow.
Okay, so the tortoise getting a little nervous, wandering away, maybe. So you can tell I have way too many pets, right? Way too many pets. But with this free time, I'm able to do things I've never done before. For example, using technology like Zooming and making videos and stuff like that. You girls have seen some of the videos I've made, right? So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Very good. Maybe I'll bring this to senior graduation.
Oh my God.
Do you remember, like at all school mass, I used to bring out animals and stuff like that. And years ago, I would bring out a snake, but then people didn't really like them as much as the bunnies or the teacup pigs or the hedgehog. So now I'm staying to just the cute animals and nothing like this boa constrictor, which would probably frighten half the student body.
Do you still have the bunnies? Are they inside?
I do. I've got tons of bunnies. And the bunnies I keep a little bit further away from here just because they do kind of smell. Requires a little bit more work. So I actually built a shed for him. And then I have, big bunnies, even baby ones, just because, you've heard the expression, they breed like rabbits or breed like bunnies. And so I have little bunnies and stuff like that. Yeah. It is Easter. Remember, Easter is going to run for the season's going to run for many more weeks still, ending with Pentecost Sunday, late May.
It was so good seeing you, Father Damien, and I hope that we all see you at graduation soon.
Thank you, ladies. Thanks for having me on. We miss you. We miss you, JSerra. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh my gosh, it was so cool getting to see Father Damien and all his animals. I miss them all so much.
Next, we have Mr. Kahl's graphic design class with some of their cool projects.
Sounds awesome. Let's go check it out.
There is a swelling storm, and I'm caught up in the middle of it all. And it takes control of the person that I thought I was, the boy I used to know. But there is a light in the dark, and I feel its warmth in my hands, my heart. Why can't I hold on? It comes and goes in waves, it always does, always does.
Those were awesome.
This concludes this edition of the Lion Report. I'm Bella.
I'm Alex.
And I'm Kennedy. Thanks for watching, JSerra.
Changes. Don't wanna be a richer man.